Well, good morning. My name is Tim Irwin. I'm a Kundalini yoga teacher for the Eccles Art Center. It is the 20th of May, 2020, and this will be our 5th Kundalini yoga session together on YouTube. So thank you once again to Meredith and the Eccles Art Center, and let's get started. This week we're going to be talking about something that's really important to our immune system. We've gone over various different aspects of the immune system in the past weeks, but this one is really one of the most important based on a study that came out from the Mayo Clinic about how important sleep is to our health and our wellness. As it turns out, the main way that you get the proteins that you use to fight off viruses, cytokines, and eventually the T cells in your immune system is through your sleep. That's when these are produced. And if we're getting less than quality sleep, it can affect us both in the causing us to get viruses or the inability to fight them off quickly once you did unfortunately get one. But also it can lead to obesity, it can lead to heart disease, cardiovascular disease, all kinds of problems just because you weren't getting enough good sleep. Now adults should be getting 7 to 8 hours of sleep every single night. Teenagers, 8 to 10 hours. Little kids should be getting 10 or more hours. This is a critical part of our immune system, our health, and our lives in general to really live that healthy, happy, holy life that we would like to through our Kundalini yoga practice. All from sleep. So we're going to work on a Kriya today called Conquering Sleep, and then we're going to work on another meditation that'll really help you relax and get into that sleep state by controlling your breathing. And so we're going to have a great Kriya and a great meditation for you today. Let's get tuned in. Remember when you do this, that this tune in, Om Namo Guru Dev Namo, the Om is way back up in your nasal passages, so you really vibrate your skull. That Om, I want you to really feel the vibration. So hands to the center of the chest, deep breath in. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Relax your hands into your lap, seat bones into your mat. Stack your vertebrae one at a time. Pull your shoulders back, bringing everything into alignment and balance. Bring your chin straight back towards your throat. Pull up as if you had a string coming out of the top of the back of your head. Pull up, stretch, stretch. And relax down into that position. Spend a few minutes here. Get to know this space. That private, sacred space that only you can go to. It's yours. It's so important during these times of quarantine that you're comfortable with that space. It's your retreat spot. Turn off your recording and spend a little time there if you need to. I'll be here when you get back. Well, let's get started into that Kriya this morning, the Kriya for Conquering Sleep. And it starts out in rock pose, if you can, up on your knees. If you need a couple of props, like I do, to be able to sit in that position, go ahead and get those props. Now this is going to be with your hands on your knees, leaned back to about 30 degrees back. And you're just going to hold that position and relax at that 30 degrees back. Put your focus right at your third eye point, normal breathing, and just relax. Give it a try. Turn off your recording. I'll be here when you get back. Okay, as you come back after your 1 minute of that 30-degree lean, I want you to bring your hands up to your elbows and begin circling around in a counterclockwise direction, right to left. And we're going to do this for 2 minutes. Your eyes are closed and you're just circling from right to left, counterclockwise motion for 2 minutes. We're not going to change directions, just that direction. I'll be here when you get back. Okay, our third asana in this Kriya, I want you to move your props if you have them, but come right down onto your bottom, your legs stretched out in front of you. Your hands are here by your hips, and these are called body drops. We simply push up on the inhale. If you have to, put your hands into fists if your arms aren't long enough to get off of the floor. But if your hands are, we lift up and we just drop on the exhale. Lift up on the inhale, drop. I want you to give me 20 of those this time. So just 20 of them. Lift up on the inhale, exhale on the drop. Okay, like I said, that 20, some people have to put their hands into fists to get that altitude. Either way, but you gave me your 20. Now, the next one, let's get back up on our knees in rock pose. And we're going to do that Sufi grind again. We're going to have our hands on our elbows and we're going to grind from right to left. This time we're going to do it for 3 minutes. Last time it was only 2. This time I need 3 minutes of that circular counterclockwise, right to left. And I'll be here when you get back. Okay, you completed your 3 minutes of that circular. So now we come back onto our bottom, and then we're going to do some more body drops, whichever way you had to do it, fists or flat hands. And this time I just need 15 of them. Last time was 20. This time I need 15 of them. I'll be here when you get back. All right, our next asana with this, we're going to stay down on our bottoms, but bring your feet up a little bit towards you, your hands back behind you with your fingertips pointed away, and you're going to push up into bridge pose. Now this is simply bringing your hips up flat, let your head drop clear back, and for the first minute of that, I just want you to push up and just breathe, just with your head dropped back and just normal breathing. Now, after that first minute, I'm going to want you to go into a breath of fire in that same pose. So we start out just here, just breathing, and then after that first minute, for 3 full minutes, I want you to do the breath of fire. Now, at the end of, when you get to the end of that 3 minutes, I want you to be able to do the root lock to finish that asana. So you've done the 1 minute of regular breathing, 3 minutes of breath of fire, holding the bridge pose. When you get to the end of that 3 minutes, I want you to breathe in really deep, exhale everything out, and then pull the root lock. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze all of your pelvic floor muscles, all of your Kegel muscles, squeeze as hard as you can, and then release them. And then come back onto your bottom to get ready for body drop. So go ahead and try that. It's 1 minute regular bridge pose, 3 minutes breath of fire with a root lock at the end. Give it a shot. I'll be here. Okay, that was a little tougher, but I'm sure that you did that well. Remember, with all of these, it's do your best. If you have to stop partway through, that's understandable. Sometimes until we really get used to it, you have to. But as you do it more, you'll get better at it. We're back in the body drop position. The first time you gave me 20, the second time you gave me 15. This time you're just going to give me 10 of them. So inhale up and drop. Inhale up, exhale, drop. Inhale up, exhale, drop. Give me 10 of them. I'll be here. Okay, guys, that was great. Now, we're going to go back into bridge pose again. We're not going to do the normal breathing part. We're going to go directly into breath of fire this time with it. So your fingertips are away from you. You push up, you let your head drop back, and you give 3 full minutes of breath of fire in bridge pose. Give me a shot at that, and I'll be here when you get back. Whew, that was a lot of exercise, and 3 minutes of that bridge in it with breath of fire was a challenge, but I'm sure you all rose to the occasion. If you had to take a break during it, you had to take a break. Try to just come back to the pose as quick as you can. But I know that one was an exertion, so just come on back down onto your back for 2 or 3 minutes. Now turn off your recording, give yourself 2 to 3 minutes of rest. But let's not go much longer than 3, and I'll see you right back here. Okay, we're going to go back up into that challenge of that bridge pose one more time for just a minute, but I'm going to add some extra challenge to it. I'm going to have you push up into the bridge pose and then raise the right leg. Head comes back and breath of fire. Now you're only going to have to do that for 1.5 minutes. Then I'm going to have you switch legs, but what I want you to do is pull the root lock before you switch legs. So pull that pelvic floor, squeeze, 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 squeeze as long as you can, and now switch legs. Hold the position and breath of fire for another 1.5 minutes, and then pull the root lock again at the end of that 1.5 minutes, and relax down. Take a breath, rest for just a second. Give that a try, and I'll be here when you get back. Okay, welcome back. That was a tough bridge pose. And I'm sorry I'm a hair out of the frame on this one, but you'll get the idea. These are crow squats, and our arms are straight out in front of us. We're squatted as deep as we can. We keep our arms straight out in front, and we simply stand up, return on the exhale, inhale up, exhale down. I'm going to want you to do 30 of those for me. So give me your best shot at that. Arms straight parallel to the ground, heels stay on the ground, so feet flat on the ground. 30 of them. Give me your best. I'll be here when you get back. Okay, now for our second to our last asana, we're going to be in cobra pose. We're going to start out in just regular cobra pose, and then after we've done that for 1 minute, we're going to begin kicking our buttock one leg at a time for 2 minutes with each leg. Let me show you. We're going to start out in cobra pose, and remember with cobra pose you can either push up completely, don't straighten your arms too much, you'll pull your pelvis off the floor, or you can be in this position, modified cobra. Either one is fine. You're going to be in this position for the first minute, and then I want you to begin kicking towards your buttocks. Ideally, if your leg bends that far, you would kick your buttocks. Do this one for 2 minutes, and then the other side for 2 minutes. So that will be 5 minutes total. 1 minute normal breath, 2 minutes kicking on one side, 2 minutes kicking to the other side. Give that a try, and I will be here when you get back. Okay, we got our cobra pose done with those kicks on each side. Now for our final asana with this kriya, it's going to be back up into rock pose if you can. And we're going to do a asana that stimulates the pineal gland. The way we do this, the palms of our hands together, extended over our head but not straight out. Bring them down about halfway, nice and straight. You will close your eyes and you will look straight up through the top of your head, not tipping your head, just tipping your eyes, looking straight up through the top of your head between your hands, and this will greatly stimulate the pineal gland. So I'd like you to give that a try. Once again, your palms are together, your hands are right above your head with the elbows bent, straight above. You'll close your eyes, you'll tip your eyes, and you'll look right up between your hands through the top of your head. We're going to do that for 3 minutes. Give that a try. Well, that has been the Kriya for conquering sleep. Yogi Bhajan says that if you have trouble sleeping, that this Kriya, if you do it for 40 days, will end that problem for you. So if you've been having trouble sleeping, I highly recommend this Kriya. If you need to, relax for just a minute, and then we're going to go into our meditation. The meditation this week is called the Shabad Kriya because it takes advantage of the sound current and connecting us to the infinite. Now, the way it does this is it uses a technology called tantric numerology. And in tantric numerology, the number 11 is connected with infinity. The number of 22 is mastery of the mind in taking you to infinity. And that's what we're really going to be working on with this meditation, is that it allows you through your breathing and through mantra to be able to connect to infinity while you sleep, and to be able to keep you in that state then throughout the day with your breathing, that you're constantly invigorated and relaxed by your connection with the infinite. So, the way this works is you will sit in easy pose with your spine straight. Your right hand rests in your left hand. The pads of your thumbs come together and point away from you. You take a deep breath. You breathe in 4 equal parts to take that deep breath in. And we're going to use the mantra Sa Ta Na Ma. So I breathe in. I'm thinking that mantra Sa Ta Na Ma in those 4 equal breaths. Then I hold that breath in and I repeat that mantra inside. I mentally repeat it 4 more times. So that would be 20 beats in all. The Satanama, then the 4 repetitions while I hold the breath, then Wahe Guru in 2 breaths. So it's 22 total. Remember, I told you that 22 counts is what is locking the brain into that connection with the infinite. So once again, our hands are stacked right on left, thumb pads together, 4 breaths in. That's repeating the Satanama. Repeat it 4 times. Satanama, 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 Satanama. You repeat that mentally inside your head, no sounds. That's 20 counts, and then the Wahe Guru. So let's do it one time all the way through. So that's 22 counts. I want you to do this for 15 minutes the first time. You can do it up to 62 minutes, but to get started, let's just do it 15 minutes. And it's kind of tricky, the eye position on this, because I want you focusing up through the top of your head. But to get started, we start out with the eye, with the physical eyes focused at the tip of the nose, and then just energy focus up through the top of the head. Give that a try. I'll be sending you the text on how all of these work. I hope this has helped you this week. I really, really want you to work on your sleep, get your sleep perfect so that you can all be healthy. Let's close with our Welsh folk song that we do at the end of every Kundalini yoga session. May the long-time sun shine upon you. Oh, may the long-time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. Oh, may the long-time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on, guide your way on. Satnam. Satnam. I'll see you next week. Hope you have some great sleep.